I say this so much, but let me just make a video dedicated to it. I actually should probably try to whisper right for ASMR. But remember, if you like these game theory videos, whatever, sub to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything if you want, I guess, right? Like the videos, comment, whatever, it helps. Anyway, I just want to make this comment because I want people to remember, if they ever watch these game theory videos, whatever I'm talking about, I'm not trying to be your friend when I'm making a game theory video or talking about how games work. This is like tough love, dude, right? Like, you need to remember, if you're trying to argue with me about something in a video game and some people are like, do you hate Dragon Ball Fighter Z? Do you hate these games? No, dude, I don't necessarily hate this game, hate that game. I've said many times, all games have their good and their bad. It just is a matter of what appeals to you at the time and if the good outweighs the bad and vice versa, right? I don't hate Dragon Ball Fighter Z. As a matter of fact, I want the best for the game. Unlike a lot of other people that probably just, oh, I want my character to be the best. I want the game to be the best video game it can be. I'm not here, I don't have a horse, I want this character to be the best, I want this character to be the worst. I want every character to be the best they can be. I want the games to be the best they can be. That's the perspective I'm talking about when I'm talking about a video game, okay? And when I see some people try to argue with me, like this Dragon Ball Fighter Z, like, of course there's haters, I know. I saw some guy going around in Discords making up more lies about me recently, but sometimes some of the things that like people try to argue with me and about these videos, if you're going to try to argue with me, you're going to have to show me a precedent that you know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Like, here, like this is a cliche thing people talk about Dragon Ball Fighter Z. When people say, I don't know what I'm talking about. They wanted Dragon Ball Fighters Z, I say Fighter Z, Fighters, whatever, to appeal to a casual audience. Well, we've showed the precedent. It's factual evidence. There are some really, really bad Dragon Ball Z games. Basically unplayable games. They had that Ultimate Battle 2, fuck my titties up my butthole. These games are unplayable. Super Butoden, that was only available in Japan, sold 1.5 million copies. A basically unplayable game sold 1.5 million copies, okay? If an unplayable game can sell 1.5 million copies in Japan alone, okay? Do you not think that a casual audience is going to buy Dragon Ball Fighter Z no matter what? It doesn't matter. The game doesn't need to be casual. People will buy a piece of poop called Dragon Ball Z if they think, you know what I mean? People often talk about Street Fighter V. How much does Street Fighter V sell? Street Fighter V, I think, is at 4.5 million, and like Dragon Ball Z is at like, 5 million or something. People talk about what an amazing, how big Dragon Ball Fighter Z is. Like, dude, Dragon Ball Fighter Z is not some humongous game in the grand scheme of fighting game history. Street Fighter 2 sold what, 15, 16 million? And that was without Dragon Ball Z, when we proved that Dragon Ball Z can sell 1.5 million copies when it's unplayable. Okay? So the idea that they made Dragon Ball Z easy to appeal to a casual audience doesn't make sense, because people are going to buy a piece of poop called Dragon Ball Z, okay? When you're trying to sell something, you know what you do? You have two ideas when you're like at a product development or whatever, business, whatever you're talking about, and you're trying to sell a game. When you're selling a new product, one, you do have the Dragon Ball Z logo. We have Dragon Ball Z. We can sell 1.5 million copies of an unplayable game. But then you know what else you have when you're selling a game? How is your product different than the other product? And that's why when I talk about Dragon Ball Fighter Z, in the grand scheme of fighting games, the only thing different about Dragon Ball Fighter Z is the homing dash and reflecting tug of war against fireballs. The game has nothing else, okay? If you think it does, you're an idiot. It's Dragon Ball Z, and it has the tug of war between fireballs, homing dashing, and reflecting. That tug of war. That dynamic of a fighting game is not in any other fighting game, and it is only possible in that game. That's how you sell a game. Why do some people play Soul Calibur? Why do some people play King of Fighters over Street Fighter? Whatever it might be. Because one game has something else that that other game doesn't have. That's why Dragon Ball Fighter Z is the biggest drop ball, because Dragon Ball Fighter Z, you already have the people in Japan will buy a piece of poop all over the world, of course, if a game is Dragon Ball Z. And then you have that idea of we can sell this game to a mass fighting game audience by telling them there is a dynamic, a perspective of what a fighting game can be that is not possible in any other fighting game but this game. You cannot get this in Street Fighter. You can't get this in King of Fighters. You can't get this in any game but our game. And if you want this new idea of what a fighting game can be, you have to play our game. I want the best for games, okay? But I'm not going to hear and I'm not going to dick suck a game for doing something that it didn't do, okay? I'm not a fucking child. And the funniest thing is when people argue about this, you know what the most Jimmy thing about this is when people argue about this? When you feel, oh no, Dragon Ball Z, it's an amazing game. You know, the only thing I don't like is, I just hate Homing Dash and I hate Vanish's Plus and all this kind of shit. And it's like, dude, motherfucker, you hate the only thing that is new in the game. God damn it. What is wrong with you, dude? Do you see how you're an idiot. I'm sorry. If you watch my videos, thank you, but you're legitimately a fucking idiot. You just said that this game, I think the game is awesome. The only thing I don't like in the game is I don't like homing dash. I don't like auto combos. That's the only goddamn new thing in the game. What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, so I don't hate games, but I'm not going to dick suck a game. Just like when I put in that 2,000 or the 20,000 thank you thing. Listen, dude, I appreciate anyone that watches my videos, but I'm not going to sit here and act like we're all best friends, okay? So, you know what I mean? Thanks for watching my videos, but I'm not going to be like some of these other YouTube people, some of these other content creators that will fake being your friend, fake their community to pretend that you're a friend to, hey, give me money, whatever. That's not me, dude. And I can tell you these people, these other YouTube creator people, all these other Twitch people, guess what, dude? They don't actually care about you either, because anyone that cares about the community, these dudes that are, trying to build up their channel or have a channel, these dudes that say that I faked life or death stuff, I faked all this stuff, and then they will take anybody's thing and try to make content off it for money. These people don't care about you either, okay? The only difference is that I'm not going to lie to get you to like me, okay? So, think about who you're supporting and all this kind of stuff. And what's more, I know this hurts people's feelings. Most of these people aren't good at video games, dude. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Tough love, okay? This is that perspective I told you, dude. Sometimes you need a friend, a teacher, whatever it might be, to tap you on the shoulder to tell you, dude, you're wrong about this, or this is the best thing you got, okay? Some of these people you listen to, they're not good at games, and they can't talk about games. They've never been good at games, period, okay? Maybe they're pretending they're your friend, but we already know that most of these dudes aren't really your fucking friend, and they will throw you under the bus. But, you know what I mean? They're not good at games. They're not that fucking smart, okay? Let's be honest. That's why I say, is there like a precedent? We already know what I've done in games. I won all those tournaments when I thought I was going to fucking die, dude. And I've continued to put out more tech than anyone else, dude. So these guys aren't that fucking smart, dude. They're just willing to lie to you. They're willing to suck your metaphorical internet cock to not have an intelligent conversation. But I don't care about bullshit conversations. I'm trying to make video games the best they can be, dude. Okay? You know what I mean? So there's got to be a precedent. If you're coming at me with an argument, there's got to be a precedent. You got to actually have some knowledge. If you're an idiot, I'm not going to respect your opinion. I'm not going to suck your little dick. Okay? Or your little titties for my two... Actually, you know what? I like little titties. Little titties are okay. So to my 2% female, if you got some cute little titties, I'll suck them. I'm not going to say you're smart, though, unless you're really fucking hot. Okay? I'll be a little bit lenient with you, but, But anyway, hopefully you get what I'm saying, dude. You know what I mean? You got to have a precedent. If you're trying to argue with me about something, you got to have some kind of value that I value your opinion so you can have an intelligent conversation. And you got to understand things about like correlation do not equal causation. You know what I mean? You got to have some knowledge if you're going to come at me with this shit. Anyway, back to the other game theory videos in general.